Hey Sverige and hello Eurovision fans, it is William calling from Webby Vlogs, and you see that yellow, do you see that blue? It is for Sweden and the Melodifestivalen 2021 final, which is on Saturday. Before the show, we thought we would go around the world and ask our bloggers to name their top 3. We will be hearing from Tobias in Sweden, Oliver in the UK, Jonathan in the UK, Debit in the UK, et moi. Oh my goodness, I am so ready. Are you ready? Let's do this!
Hey guys, my name is Tobias and I'm the Swedish correspondent for Webby Vlogs. And I'm here today to give you my top 3 of Melodifestivalen 2021. But before I do so, I have to say that this is probably one of the toughest years to predict the winner. Because there are some really great songs this year and it's going to be very even between 3 or 4 artists. It's going to be a very tight race. So for me personally, I would be very happy if any of these 3 artists that I'm shortly going to mention would represent Sweden in Eurovision Song Contest. So yeah, let's move on to my top 3 list. So number 3 on my list is Tusse. It is a really good song, it's modern, it's radio friendly, and the staging is really good. It has the whole package to win, I would say. Yeah, he is one of the big favorites to win if you look at the betting sites. And I can totally see why. But the reason that I put him in 3rd place is that I'm not so sure that he would do as well in Eurovision as he will do in Melodifestivalen. So I think there are better options for Sweden if they wanna end up in top 5. So yeah, that's why I put him in 3rd place.
Hey San, it's Oliver in Liverpool. So my 3rd place in Sweden's Melodifestivalen 2021 goes to Dandi Saucedo with Dandi Dansa. This is going to be really contradictory. I've not been a fan of Dandi in the past at Melfest, purely based on the fact that I think his songs have been a little bit pop by numbers, so much so that they just read as cheesy. And Dandi Dansa is absolutely cheesy, 100% the cheesiest thing that Dandi has sent to Melfest. However, he's fully leaning into that. He's fully embracing it for what it is. It's not pretending to be serious like those other pop songs that he's sent in the past. It's just really fun, enjoyable, catchy, and the way that the visuals work with the stagehands moving that set around Dandi to make the stage floor look like it's moving, that's just a really strong Eurovision package. I will say, if you were in the audience, you wouldn't want to watch this because it is so focused on camera work. I don't think it would be a great experience in the Rotterdam Ahoy Arena. However, it looks like most of us are going to be watching Eurovision from home this year, so why not? I think this will be a really fun entry for Sweden, and Dandi wants to get to Eurovision. He's tried and tried again, and this is his best entry to date.
Hey everyone, this is Jonathan in the UK. So my number 3 in this year's Melodifestivalen goes to Dandi Saucedo and Dandi Dansa. I just think this is really fun. I really enjoy listening to this just when I'm out and about. It puts me in a good mood and it makes me want to dance, and I just have a smile on my face every time I listen to this. Dandi is a really charismatic performer and I think the staging is quite creative. It took me a few sort of viewings to really understand what was happening and how they were moving everything about. If I maybe had one criticism, it would maybe be that they could do with sort of getting out of that box area perhaps slightly earlier, maybe doing something a bit different during the second verse. But otherwise, I really enjoyed this. I'm really glad that Dandi is back in the contest and giving us just such joyous music to listen to.
Before we get into our numbers, I just want to preface this by saying this year I haven't followed Melodifestivalen as closely. I have only listened to the entries that have advanced into the grand final. So I don't know what doesn't deserve to be here. I don't know what's been eliminated. Didn't follow Andrew Hansen. So yeah, my top 3 comes from the grand final or the grand finalists. Okay, also, sorry I'm a little extra, I've got to throw in an honorable mention. Melodifestivalen is really difficult to narrow down to top 3 because like it's honestly you start eliminating people and re-ranking people just based on very, very little things. And for me, my honorable mention is Tusse.
Can you hear a million voices calling out in the rain?
Tusse's got the look, he's got the charm, he's got the charisma, and he's certainly got the fan base. But I'm not keen on this X Factor winner singles kind of song. Voices for me is a little bit limp. I just don't think I don't find it an interesting song, really. I think he makes the best of what he's got, but it's mid-table at best for me at Eurovision. Yes, of course, this could win Melodifestivalen, but it's not going to win Eurovision. And if it goes to Eurovision, yes, it will qualify, but it's not going to shake up anything major, I don't think. In third place, Anton, Ewald.
Distorted heartbeat play with mine. Baby, don't kill the rhythm. Baby, don't kill the rhythm.
Oh my God, this guy's come such a long way from amazing to you got me begging, baby, got me begging. Love that one. What's the other one he had? I wanna lose my control so we can get it back on a Dandi. Natural, honey. And he's a natural dancer. He's so fluid. I mean, the killer dance routine in this song is, it just blows everything out the water. And I really like how the song is, actually the song in itself is not, it's okay, but what they've really done is create this amazing light show. And he's always got this military style glitter jacket thing going on. And he moves so effortlessly and he connects with the camera. And I think in past years, his songs have been, he's been good enough to kind of make it to the final. I think vocally he's been slightly let down because he's not a vocal powerhouse. But I think what people forget is that to sing and dance at the same time, it ain't easy. Congratulations, Janet Jackson, because you do it so well. Beyonce too. But, you know, it's not easy to sing and dance at the same time. And, you know, quite often something suffers. But for Anton, you know, the dancing is still very much on point. And then he goes into this breathy vocal thing. Yeah, but I really like his comeback effort.
My number 3, out of the light, like a star, like a hero, it's Charlotte Perrelli. The song is Still Young.
'Cause we're still young. We are invincible.
What I love about this is that she's come back from her last entry, which I think finished last or next to last. It was eliminated is the point. And she's better than ever. She looks great. She sounds great. The song is true to her sort of Schlager roots. She's working every inch of this stage. She turns it into a glorious runway reminiscent of Eurovision 2016's opening ceremony for the grand final, with people in fashion outfits voguing around her. But she is the star of the show. The runway lights up and she belts it out. She is still young. Nothing is impossible. age is just a number. She's embodying the feeling of staying positive, staying grounded, but also reaching for the stars. I just love this. I think she is so likable and so lovable. She can send text messages with her fingernails because she has really long nails. She showed me in Malmö a few years ago. She's a queen. Love her to bits. Love this song. Wishing her the best.
And number 2 on my list is Erik Saade.
I love it in the morning. Na, 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 na. I love it in the evening. Na, 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 na. I love it every weekend. Na, 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 na.
I really appreciate that he has become more artistic, and you can really tell that he's grown as an artist and become more mature. And yeah, this is a very, the staging is very memorable. It looks a little bit like Loreen with Euphoria, because the camera is all around him. It's just focused on him and his dance and everything. It's very minimalistic, and it worked. It totally works. And the song itself is very catchy. It's so easy to remember it, and I feel like he has the whole package to win as well. And he could do really well in Eurovision, because a lot of Eurovision fans, they already know about him, and he is widely popular more so in Sweden, but even in Europe. So yeah, it would be a good choice to send Erik Saade to Rotterdam for sure.
My number 2 this year, the silver medal from Liverpool, goes to Anton Ewald with New Religion.
Distorted heartbeat, play with mine. Baby, don't kill the rhythm. Baby, don't kill the rhythm.
Again, this is pop by numbers, but the way that it's presented on stage is just fantastic. Anton showcases everything that's in his wheelhouse in that perfect 3-minute snapshot of who he is as a performer. He's a great singer, he's a fantastic dancer, and putting those two together is a very difficult feat. We don't see the caliber of singing and dancing put together at Eurovision ever quite like that. And I think that's what gives this song the edge. If we compare this to, say, Eurovision France, C'est vous qui décidez, okay? Terence James, Je t'emmènerai danser, which literally means I will take you dancing. It's a fine song. But Terence James was so wooden on stage. I don't want him to take me dancing. Okay, I want Anton Ewald to take me dancing because he is such an incredible dancer. It just works, and I'm so glad that Anton is showing us all of his talent. It would be a worthy winner. Absolutely would be happy to see this go to Eurovision for Sweden.
My number 2 goes to Dotter with Little Tot. Again, this is a song that I really enjoy listening to just every day. I've always been a fan of that dark pop sound, and this is no exception. I really enjoy when that thumping beat comes in and it gives it drive, it gives it passion. I think overall this is a really well produced track, and I would say as a song I probably prefer this to Bulletproof, her entry from 2020. However, I would say that the staging for Bulletproof was probably a bit better. I think with Little Tot, it's very dark throughout the whole thing. You know, we've got dark lighting, and then Dotter's wearing black, the backing dancers are wearing black. Sometimes it's just a bit hard to see what's happening, everything sort of blends together, and yeah, I think maybe they could have done with brightening it up a bit towards the end, maybe. But overall, I think this is a really dynamic song, and it's something that I will definitely be listening to for several weeks and months after the contest has finished.
In second place, Dandi Dansa by Danny Saucedo. I've done a standalone reaction to this song, so a lot of what I say in there I don't want to repeat, but this is really good. Again, I like it, back to front and then spinning round. Much of the action starts off backstage. This is about having fun, letting your hair down, just kind of living life. And, yeah, it doesn't come with a message, but it's fine. I think we've had the message of death for nearly 2 years now. We just want to have fun. We just want to dance. We just want to have a good time. And Danny Saucedo does that kind of really effortlessly as well. Again, another great dancer. The song is in Swedish. And it's nice, I like that. I like that he's bringing something different, to his return. So yeah, I'm living for it.
My number 2. It's the Mamas. In the Middle. This, to me, is one of the most kind of production-free songs. Yes, there's production, but it's all about them, their voice, their harmony. You don't need all that, all those things around them. They don't do that. They keep it pure. They keep it simple. They told me in an interview here on the Weebly Blogs YouTube channel that after hearing the song, they broke down, that they needed emotional therapy. They were sitting there in the studio holding hands, just having it out, hugging it out. Robin Cranberg had played the song to them and they just lost it. And I think you feel that power, that emotion in the song. It's essentially about they're there for each other. In the middle, they will always have their girls. This is sisterhood, the power of unity, leaning on people, lean on me. Yes, Dina Jonas. Yes, Lulu Lamont. And yes, Ashley Haynes. Ooh, sometimes it takes me a minute. I'm getting a little bit old. The synapses are not as fast as they used to be. In any case, I really enjoyed their unity, the song, the feel-good vibe. It's just a feel-good vibe. And also those gold costumes. Those gold costumes go for gold, my queens. This gets you here. For me, this is not yes, but it's yes, 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 yes. And I just wish them so much luck. They are lovely. And I do hope they get their chance at Eurovision someday. I don't know if it'll be this year, but I do hope it happens because we need to see them on that even bigger stage.
And number 1 in my top 3 list is Dotter. But the first time I heard Little Todd, I have to say I got kind of disappointed because I immediately compared it to Bulletproof, which was a big hit last year. But after listening to the song 2 or 3 times, I just liked it more and more. But it wasn't until when I saw the live performance in semifinal 2 that I really felt like, wow, this is like winner material. Everything is just amazing with this. The song is powerful, it's energetic, it's non-stop. It's just like there's so much power in the whole song. And the staging just goes hand in hand with that. And I really like that Daughter brings dancers on the stage because it really elevates the whole number. I feel like this could do really well in Eurovision. And yeah, I really hope this will win because I'm very excited to see how Europe would vote for her.
Finally, my winner this year is Ash, Lulu and Dina, the Mamas with In the Middle. Straight off the bat, let's just say, I think they deserve it morally. They didn't get their prize last year, and yeah, I suppose Melodifestivalen victory is a prize in its own right, but they deserve their chance on the Eurovision stage. And I really think that this could give it to them. I love the staging with the old outfits that they wore last year, and then that flash to the gold outfit. That's just incredible. They're saying, remember what happened when we were dressed like this last time? Yeah, it's going to happen again. I just love that reference. Musically, it's not as catchy as Move, but it shows the similar sentiment from a different side. It's the flip side of the coin to Move. As well, it capitalizes on those kind of greatest showman ballads that were really popular in the charts a couple of years ago. I think this will pull at a lot of people's heartstrings. And vocally, let's just say the Mamas have completely stepped it up. They've all got this group synergy, but they've each individually, Dina, Ash and Lulu, have their moment in the spotlight. And that's really good for them. This is absolutely my favourite from Melfest this year, and I've got my fingers crossed. I really hope they go to Rotterdam. But at the end of the day, there is so much good competition at Melfest, and if they don't win, no harm done, because we know the Mamas are going to be back.
And finally, my number one of Melfest 2021 goes to Anton Ewald with New Religion. I think those of you who watched our review video of semi-final 2 will know all about my love for this track. But personally, it is the song that I enjoy the most and the performance that I enjoy the most. So really, it was a no-brainer that this just all came together as my definite favourite of the contest this year. In terms of the song, I just find it really catchy. It's the one that I have had on repeat the most over the last couple of weeks, ever since it was finally released. And even before it was released, in the sort of 2 weeks since its semi-final performance, I was still humming along to this quite frequently. I think the performance goes really well with it, sort of starting off with the lights and the lasers are super cool, and then building on towards the dance routine. And I'll be honest, I have spent the last couple of weeks teaching myself the dance routine to perform this to, well, I guess myself, just in my bedroom, really. Pretending that I'm Anton, but I'm definitely nowhere near that talented at dancing. So yeah, this has just been a love at first listen and first watch, really. I know that there are some vocal issues with the performance, but I mean, for this type of song, I'm not really looking for, you know, amazing standout vocals, and I can sort of get by with a few slip ups. But yeah, what more can I say, really? That is my definite number one of this year's contest.
My absolute number one, by quite a margin actually. In the middle, by the Mamas. I've got to tell you, Lulu Lamotte in particular, the part she sings, wow. Okay, hear this. My past comes back to haunt and hurt, but you remind me of who I am. You love my best, you love my worst, so good that I don't understand how. And then Dina Jonas Manna goes, but you're my sunshine in the open sky, moonlight on my darkest night. My whole world's brighter when you're here. And if I fall down the middle, oh my God, this is a take me to church moment without actually dragging me to church. And you know, yeah, I love this. I love this. It just makes me feel, I've had it literally on repeat since I reviewed it. Literally on repeat. Literally. This song is amazing. This song is so amazing. It's so uplifting. Their harmony of voices, sisters singing in solidarity, in unity. Again, not kind of broken by all the drama that's gone on, but they've just come back to share a great message of positivity, hope, unity, and strength. This deserves to represent Sweden at Eurovision. In some ways, I wish they'd come back next year instead of this year, so that they could actually have a proper Eurovision, because Rotterdam is shaping up to be full of restrictions. But you know what? We need to hear this song at Eurovision. That's just how I feel about it.
Can I just point out, in revealing my number one, I'm obviously leaving out a lot of other great songs. I loved Tusse. I think that's so great. I loved Anton Ewald's performance. But ultimately, my number one goes to the act that I think stands the best chance to do well at Eurovision. That's my decision calculus, is what will do the best at Eurovision. And that goes to Daughter with Little Tot.
You don't wanna be like us. You don't wanna be like us.
I definitely prefer Bulletproof, no doubt, as a song, and also I loved the laser beam effects of Bulletproof. But I think this performance, the blue background, her in this very sexy dominatrix outfit, black pleather, strong woman, in charge. I think this performance makes the best use of the stage of any of the acts. We see her, turning it into a runway at one point. We see her with dancers. We see her alone. We see her, at the very tip of the stage. We see her in different guises, and it shows off the stage. And I think that it's very clever to do that, because when you're a television viewer, you want to be in awe. You want to be impressed. And by kind of making use of the space, she does impress. The song has a nice hook. She's up there, it's like, you don't want to be like, It does loop in your head. I just think that it's a great production. The song is good, she's wonderful, but as an overall production, it's a great product, and it could do well at Eurovision.
Anyway, that's what we think. What do you think?
Who is your favorite to win Melodifestivalen? What are your top three? Shout it out down below in the comment section. And let us know which act you think would do the best at Eurovision, because oftentimes our favorite is not the one that would do the best. So make the difference, let me know.
Follow us on multiple social media platforms. We are on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Pinterest, Facebook. We got a podcast going, Apple Music and Spotify. What else? Website, webiblogs.com. And we will see you later. Bye!